Long before you could pull up a slick, real-time dashboard on your phone, there was this epic war brewing over who would get to control business data. Two giants, Cognos and Business Objects, fought to define the future of business intelligence, and honestly, their rivalry shaped the very tools we all use today.
Okay, so you gotta picture this. It's the 1990s. Companies are literally drowning in data. We're talking sales figures, customer records, inventory logs. All of it was just stuck, locked away in these super complex databases. You could be data-rich, but totally information-poor. I mean, if you wanted a simple report, good luck. You'd have to put in a formal request to a specialized IT department, and maybe, just maybe, you'd get it back in a few weeks. The people actually making the big decisions had no way to get the answers that were hidden in their own data.
So into this chaos, two major players step up, each with a completely different idea of how to fix it. On one side, you had Cognos, the big established powerhouse. And on the other, you had Business Objects, this upstart from Paris that was all about being user-friendly. They saw the exact same problem, but their solutions were going to put them on an absolute collision course.
So first up, we've got the old guard, Cognos. I mean, these guys have been around forever, since 1969, originally making software for financial planning. They knew their way around big companies. By the 90s, they'd become this absolute heavyweight in business intelligence, offering this huge suite of tools for massive corporations. And their story hits a climax in 2007, when the giant IBM just scoops them up.
Now, while all that's happening, Business Objects comes out with something truly revolutionary. It was called the semantic layer, and this was, and I'm not exaggerating, their secret weapon. Think of it like a universal translator that sits between you and the database. It takes all that nerdy database code and turns it into simple, everyday business terms like customer last name. All of a sudden, a sales manager didn't need a PhD in computer science to pull their own report. It was an absolute game changer.
And this, right here, created the central question for every company out there. It really boiled down to this. Do you go with the massive, all-in-one suite from Cognos, the one that can do literally everything but needs a ton of training? Or do you go for the simple, elegant tool from Business Objects that empowers your regular staff, even if it's a bit more specialized? The entire market was split right down the middle by this one question. And look, this wasn't just about features on a spec sheet. This was a deep, philosophical divide. Cognos was all about top-down integration. Their whole philosophy was, let's build one massive, connected system for the expert planners. Business Objects, completely the opposite. They were all about bottom-up accessibility. Their goal was to make a tool so intuitive that anyone, and I mean anyone, on staff could just pick it up and use it. It was the classic battle, the whole shebang versus the simple, focused tool. And then, 2007 happened. And what a year it was. You couldn't make this up. In a matter of months, both of these fierce rivals get bought out by absolute titans of the tech world. First, the enterprise software giant SAP grabs Business Objects. Then, almost immediately, IBM fires back and buys Cognos. In one fell swoop, the two biggest rivals were just gone.
And just like that, the whole game changed. This wasn't about two BI companies anymore. The fight for your data became a proxy war between two of the biggest names in tech, IBM versus SAP. The stakes just went through the absolute roof.
So after all that, what's the takeaway? What did this whole rivalry leave us with? Well, it's huge. Cognos really proved that BI wasn't just a side project. It was a core part of a company's entire strategy. And Business Objects? They proved that data analytics didn't have to be scary. It could actually be for everyone. Their rivalry basically forced the market to get better. And you can draw a straight line from their fight to the tools we all use and love today, like Tableau and Power BI.
And that kind of leaves us with one big question, doesn't it? The names on the box have changed for sure, but that core conflict, the powerful integrated suite versus the simple, accessible tool, is still totally alive. I mean, think about the tools you use every single day. Are you in the Cognos camp, wanting one system that does it all? Or are you on Team Business Objects, preferring the best, most user-friendly app for the job? That fundamental battle, it's the legacy of their war. And you know what? It's a battle that's still being fought today.